Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with Assassin's Creed almost every master. Assassin's Creed Black Rogue. There we go. I'm getting confused here. Anyway, let's continue on.
Where to?
Wherever Templar affairs lead us.
Liam, it's not like you to set out without a plan.
Plan or no plan. We choose our own battlefield. And hey, we know most of these when we're at sea.
Right you are. Let's set sail. Studs out! Let's get moving!
We only have one lead, Shay. Let's hope it brings us closer to the artifacts.
Sir Keeley's tasked you with this mission.
No. He tasked me to task you. We need to find what was stolen from Mackendal, Shay. You have to recover the precursor box of manuscript. This is your mission.
And what's yours?
Watch your arse.
Achilles doesn't really trust me, does he?
Give it time, Shay. Do this for him. For us. Do much more than earn his trust.
Liam, do you know what Achilles writes about? I see him in his office all the time, bent over his papers.
He keeps records and accounts. Studies what little is known about the pieces of Eden. And of course, he corresponds with assassins on other continents.
Of course. Liam, you can be a right horse's arse when it comes to assuming everyone knows the same as you.
I cannot help if Achilles wants me to be familiar with our counterparts in Europe and elsewhere.
Said like his favorite son.
Connor's his favorite and only son.
And Achilles is heir. Connor may inherit the house, but you'll be mentor.
We'll see.
Whatever you say, Prince Regent of the Assassins.
You call me that again, I'll throw you in the ocean.
Sailor man, he'll go ashore and he'll not scorn to buy some girl a gun. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. When Jack is worn and weather beat, too old to cruise about, they'll let him stop in some rum shop till 8 bells calls him out. Then he'll raise hands high and loud he'll cry, thank Christ I'm homeward bound. When his money's all gone, it's the same old song. Get up, Jack John, sit down. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny ocean like a jolly roving tar. Come along, me jolly brave boys. There's plenty more grog in the jar. We'll plow the briny
Trim the yards off the wind!
jolly roving tar.
Let go anchor.
Trust me, you will sell those lobster by the ton in France. Ah, the cabbage farmer has returned. About time. We have a lead on that curious manuscript.
I'd be surprised if you can read it.
No one can read it, imbecile. This is why the Templar are taking so long with it. But one of our allies has caught a glimpse of their work.
A pirate?
A spy who worked with the pirate. We set sail for Anticosti. That should prove a good test for this floating cesspit you call a ship.
How trustworthy are the pirates?
I consider them brothers, Shay. When the time comes, they will lend aid and help us fight the Templars. If only the roast beef would realize the Templars were pulling their strings.
Are the Templars truly in control in the colonies?
Not quite, but their influence reaches far and wide.
And what about the spy we're meeting?
You need not worry about Le Chasseur. He is loyal to the Brotherhood. As it happens, he also has friends in both the French and English fleets. And he knows more about what goes on in these parts than you can ever hope to learn.
So Liam, what could you tell me about Adewale? You obviously admire the man.
I had the honor of working with him once. I've never known anyone who'd done so much for our cause. It's much more than that.
Adewale was already a legend before joining the Brotherhood. He was a pirate. The scourge of the West Indies, rubbing elbows with the likes of Blackbeard, Woodes Rogers, and Calico Jack Rackham.
Calico who?
Oh, read a book, will you?
About 20 years ago, Adewale intercepted a Templar convoy and stole a mysterious package. He traveled to Port-au-Prince and entrusted it to a woman he believed was loyal to our cause.
Let me guess. She wasn't. For sail! All sail!
Get close, Shay.
There, Captain. An English vessel. And she looks to be in trouble.
That's fine indeed. Perhaps we should aid her journey to the bottom of the sea.
Now, let's not be too hasty. She's full of crown cargo. Take a look through your spyglass and see for yourself.
Pretty sighting. I say this is a good day to lighten King George's pockets.
Be careful. A few shots should be enough to cripple her. Too much damage and she'll go down with all souls. And all spoils.
We can board and loot her before the crew knows what hit them. Short all sail! Fire!
Bring it all in! Ready to hit them,
Get 'em
sir!
moving.
Fire! All sail, shell taken!
Ready here!
Fire!
Take it here!
Fire! Fasten yourselves!
Use explosive shot to slow her!
Fire!
Hold your fire! Don't want to sink her. Now's the time. Let's board her.
Show them what's for, Captain.
Come on, men! The spoils are ours! For the more again!
Brace for impact!
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. We should strengthen the Morgan before going any further. There's a harbour master stationed nearby. We can spend our new wealth on improvements.
I didn't realize there was a brotherhood in Haiti.
Yes. Francois McCandle is their mentor. He gathers many of his assassins from the Maroons.
There's Persay, Shay. Small fishing village.
Is this the place? There's nothing but fishermen and their gear.
Aye. Persay and fishing go hand in hand. But it will serve our purposes well enough. The French fish these waters first, but King George is laying claim to more every year. The locals are caught in the middle. Draw a banker. You'd better borrow some coin. Bartering with an empty purse won't get you very far.
What's on your mind, Captain? My thanks for your trust, Captain.
Captain Cormac! We should resume course to Anticosti, Captain.
Indeed. Le Chasseur is waiting for us.
The sea between here and Anticosti is rough, Captain. The Morrigan seems sturdy enough for the challenge.
Reef it all tops!
Trim off the wind!
Studs out! Let's get moving!
Ships ahoy!
More fishermen from Persay. Careful, Shane. These waters are full of...
Enemy ships!
They're sinking the fishing boats!
You must believe those fishermen strayed into their waters.
These scoundrels must pay!
And would you look at that? Standing right in our way to Anticosti. What say you? We sink every last one of them?
For once, I find myself agreeing.
Stranger things have happened.
Missed! Station! Ready to board!
Fire!
Ready to fire, sir!
Fire! Ease off the way!
Fierce wave to starboard! Ready here!
That's the last of them.
Then let us go on. Not too far from Anticosti Island now.
Will your friend the spy be waiting for us?
Yes. I hope Le Chasseur has more information about the manuscript.
Maybe he'll have the whole thing figured out for us.
And maybe I'm Emperor of Rome.
Ave Caesar!
Some sort of cargo!
Salt air, open skies. A man out on the ocean is as free as a man can be. What do you say, Liam?
We're out here for a reason, Shay. Mind your duty.
Well, what's the point of freedom if you cannot breathe deep and enjoy it?
The Templars stick to this continent like tar. I won't feel liberated until we pry them off.
Seems to me we should just talk to them like men, instead of skulking around.
And would you smile and wish them a good day as they lay their boot on your neck?
Of course not.
They're murdering bastards who want to control the world and everyone in it. Never forget.
We have nothing in common with that, of course.
Stunsels! Let's catch them!
There it is. Anticosti. The Chasseur should be there. And with any luck, he will know where to find that manuscript.
Wind's getting vicious.
Haul in the stunsails!
Can't be far now, Captain. Dock the ship here, Captain. We've arrived at Anticosti Island.
The rum here is terrible. Let me see. That's not rum. It's eau de vie. What the devil is that? Whiskey. Well, the whiskey here is terrible.
So, Louis Joseph, how goes the fur trade?
Not well enough to put beef on my family's plates.
If you want beef, raid more British brigs. They're loaded down with barrels.
Oh, yes. Their Irish farms yield much meat, don't they? Oh, that is smart management. Far better than the locals could do.
Take a look at this. I borrowed these plans from a Royal Navy ship of the line. They are like nothing I have ever seen.
Good. We could use some more powerful weapons. Le Chasseur, allow me to present our associate, Shay Cormac.
Gentlemen, I have news. On this same ship, I spied the manuscript you seek. It was written in an exotic language I did not recognize and was full of drawings, plants, and animals out of an opium drain.
Were there no charts, no maps?
No. There may have been some kind of code, but neither I nor the roast beefs could ken
Where's
it.
the manuscript now?
The man who brought it said a man named Washington sent him.
I know that name. He's an important Templar, isn't he?
He is. Lawrence Washington has great ambitions that Templars have helped fulfill. Shay, let's return and find him. You, sir, have our thanks.
So what's our next heading?
Wherever this Lawrence Washington docks his ours.
Liam, you're finally getting into the spirit of things.
He's a Templar and a politician. What's there to like?
Good. Hoist anchor. Where does Chevalier get off ordering us around like that? We're assassins, same as him.
He's more experienced and he knows these waters better, Shay. Makes him in charge in these parts.
Well, he commands me around back at the homestead too. Is he a truffle pig to know land better than me?
Show some respect, Shay.
He ought to respect me, Liam. I stick my neck out as much as any of us.
Yeah, twice as often, it seems. That's just the thing. Chevalier hangs back and thinks before making a decision. His experience has earned him that right.
I wonder how much more experience I'll need before I can decide when to wake up or take action. I swear, Liam, sometimes I feel I was more grown up when we were children. We slept rough and scrounged for meat, but at least we decided where and when.
Let me
Pull them in with the wind! on trip 2! Crowd on every inch of sand!
That went trouble, Captain Cormac.
Make them rue the day they crossed us! Give me some speed!
Brace! Brace!
Get the mainsails into the wind!
Loading cargo!
Over there, Captain. Fishing settlement of Greystone. The French took over after it was ransacked by bandits. Some assassin allies have their home in Two Bends. Ahead, sir.
As we were fishing off Haysborough Line, shooting and hauling and trolling all night in that windy old weather, stormy old weather. When
Blues
the
up!
wind blows,
These are sticks!
when up jumped a herring, the queen of the sea.
What's on your mind, Captain? Run bit of business.
Welcome. Do come in. My gratitude. Godspeed.
Templars desire to understand the nature of these artifacts. Their spies have called upon many doctors and other learned people in New York.
They have also approached many tribes with questions.
Yeah, they've been showing that manuscript far and wide. No one can read the strange writing or understand the images. We do have a name, though.
We learned that Lawrence Washington sent out the manuscript.
Lawrence Washington. Businessman, Virginian politician, and high-ranking Templar.
Oh, yes. I recently heard he was back from the West Indies. One of my men saw his major domo pick up a strange package.
Then that package will be delivered to him promptly. Shay, figure out what it is and find Washington. And when you do, learn all you can.
I'll prepare the Morrigan.
Unfurled, maids! Let's move!
Well, if we've any luck, that ship will lead us right to him.
I make my own luck, Liam. And Washington is running out of his. Ha. Aye. There she is! All right, men. Time to be quiet.
Lawrence Washington is a powerful businessman, a slave owner, and a leading Templar. We lost track of him about a year ago. I recently learned he was in Barbados, but I haven't been able to confirm that.
Now you think he had something to do with the theft of the artifacts, don't you?
I wouldn't put it past him. Haiti's a short voyage from Barbados, and his return to the colonies certainly coincides with the arrival of the artifacts. We cannot let the Templars get control of these colonies. Whatever happens, Lawrence Washington must not survive.
I'll make sure he doesn't.
Loading cargo!
Ease off the wind!
Stunsel's in!
A blockade, Captain! This won't do. Shay, you must follow that ship on land.
I'll do that. Bring the Morrigan around another way.
Aye, Captain. Track that package and find Washington.
Douse all but maids! Sub-blockade.
And remember what I said, Shay. Washington must die.
Aye.
You transferred here from Boston, did you?
Yes. I had to get away from that dreadful Thatcher.
My God, I've heard
still peaceful around here. No criminals, no French. But I wouldn't give...
Hold!
What's this? A rifle.
You there! Stay! Where... you...
How can that be? It makes no sound. Thanks for the present, Master Washington. This is a strange surprise. Not quite what I was expecting. Now I must find Washington and interrogate him.
There's more clashes between England and France everywhere in the world except for England and France. The Empire needs more...
expecting trouble tonight?
I don't know. Security is awfully tight. The captain's always who knows? All I can know is that Lawrence
I need to get to Washington first. Then I'll worry about the artifacts.
Brother, are you sure you shouldn't be in bed?
I am fine, George. Be a good host for my sake. Go to the wine cellar and get something special for our guests.
I will. Gentlemen?
My brother is a bright spot in a troubled land. If I may make one request before I depart this life, please leave him in peace. He should have nothing to do with the troubles of the Templar cause.
We all respect that sentiment, sir.
You have my thanks, gentlemen. Master Smith, are you ready to leave on your voyage?
Aye, sir. I shall return with answers.
Master Wardrop, are you likewise engaged with the manuscript?
Yes, sir. We will soon know its meaning.
Then I bid you take your leave.
Washington can barely stand on his own 2 feet. Better be right about him, Liam. Because I'm about to murder a dying man.
You are too late, assassin.
It's never too late to ruin Templar plans, Master Washington.
But my plans are already in motion. Even leading you here has given my allies time to escape. Thank you for making my end a quick one.
And thank you for revealing your master plan, you scheming snake. Oh, damn it.
I'd better hurry. Liam, I hope you brought the ship around. Is that a ship mortar? That's not sporting!
No one gets past. Keep the slippery bastard in sight, right? Bastards in big sight. There he is. The hell's say? Clear shot. And a clear shot.
Damage report!
Captain Cormac,
get the mates free! Haul in the stunsails!
Yep, don't lose up!
Crowd on him! Brace yourselves! Lawrence Washington is dead.
You look disappointed.
The sickly way that man looked. He would have been dead in a month anyway. The 2 other Templars got away. They're looking into the manuscript and box.
Did they have the artifacts?
I don't know. Perhaps. I can't be sure.
Then you did what was right by the Brotherhood. We'll find the object later. Cheer up, Shay. It's a rare day we can sow such chaos among the Templars.
Perhaps. But to hear Washington speak, it didn't sound like they'd be too put out by the loss.
Well, that's what he'd want you to think.
That way.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm cutting the episode right there. I'd like to thank you for tuning in. Do leave a like, subscribe, comment, share the video, and I shall see you in the next episode. Till next time, bye bye!